Hey Facebook, how are y'all? I'm waiting for Angie to hop on and then we will get started. And it is very weird for me to be landscape because I'm not looking in the right spot. So hold on. Angie's on. Hold on, let's get her.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, hold on.
Hello?
You ought to see
Okay.
how I am like set up right now. It is.
Yeah, I've got something right across your face. Wait a minute here. Okay, let's get that off there.
I'm trying to get it to look kind of right, but I don't know that it does. I didn't realize that my setup and going like landscape would change so much.
I know you get familiar with stuff, but I can't really move it now. Here, let's try to move it back a little bit. No, it's still weird. And there's also a delay. Are you hearing a delay when I speak?
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah. So, see, I'm trying to put my face in here. I'm holding this in my lap.
This is going to be an experience, I see. Yes.
Yes, I'm holding the tripod in my lap, trying to get the right view. So,
I've got my precariously perched.
We got a few people on. Hi. We'll see how this goes. If y'all are in our team page today, you would be like, what is going? Because we're trying to figure out how to go live. We couldn't figure out how we do it together. And thankfully, I was getting my hair done. You can see?
It looks good.
And Erica helped me figure the whole thing out. So thanks, Erica. I think she's on. Thank you, girl. So, all right, y'all, we wanted to hop on really quickly tonight. So, and just kind of talk a little bit about Limelight and kind of our experience with it. So, a little bit of background. First off, I'll introduce myself. I'm Lynsie. I am a star beauty guide with Limelight by Alcon, and this is
Angie Bryan, and I'm a beauty guide with Limelight by Alcon as well. She's a star beauty guide. I'm not there yet. I'm working to get to that point.
Oh, yeah, you'll get there real soon, Yeah. So, anyway, Angie and I have worked together for about 11 years now. We're both pharmacists. We work for the same company. And, hey, Melissa, we've worked together for about 11 years now, I think it is. A little over 11 now.
It has been, yeah.
Like April of 2006. So it's been a little bit. But anyway, so since then, hey, Mama. I'm trying to talk to people. Hey, Crystal. Anyway, so we've worked together for a really long time in one capacity or another for 11 years. And we both kind of decided to start with Limelight as well. So we wanted to hop on here tonight and kind of talk to y'all about our experience with Limelight, what were kind of our thoughts, why we did this, and just give you a little bit of insight in what we were thinking and what we are thinking currently, kind of starting this totally new thing. So I've been working in a pharmacy since I was 16 years old. So pharmacy is like the only thing that I know. And Angie, how long?
We got to tell numbers.
Do what?
30 years this year. If we're going to talk about numbers. I haven't been doing it since I was 16, but I have been doing it 30 years. Yes, so I need a little bit of a change.
Yes, a really long time doing the same thing, which we love. We both absolutely love working in pharmacies, but we have really enjoyed this experience as well. So we're going to kind of get started and just talk to y'all just a little bit about Limelight and why we decided to start doing direct sales after this many years in pharmacy. So, Angie, you want to get started?
Yeah, I do, but I have a question, a technical question real quick. On your screen, can you see the people that are watching like normally? Because I can't, my whole bottom is white and I can't see anything and my name is across the top. Is yours doing that?
No, I can actually see the comments and I can see, like, I had little boxes of people and I swiped to the right. And now comments.
Huh. Yeah, okay. A little different.
All right, okay. I'll try to talk to you.
That's fine.
And I've got to look over here. Like, it's very weird.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking at myself.
I want to look over here because that's where I'm at, but yeah. Okay. No, like, so for me, yeah, I hit 30 years this year. Well, actually, it'll be next year with CVS, or as a pharmacist, 30 years. And a couple years ago, I think I started kind of getting the itch to do something a little bit, not in place of pharmacy, but something to just expand my horizons a little bit. I think I'm getting a little bit, not really in a rut. I just needed something more challenging, something different in addition to pharmacy. So I had already been going down another path. I'd already been trying to think of things that I might want to do that would be a new challenge for me. I like to see if I can do things, and I wanted to do something different. I've kind of proven to myself that I can do pharmacy, so I wanted to do something different. And before Limelight came along, I had not really dabbled or thought about direct sales. And I think, do you care if I go ahead and talk about why I really didn't think about direct sales before?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You know, the stigma or the idea for the most part behind direct sales to me at that up to that point had always been images of people having to go door to door and, you know, harassing your friends and haranguing people to death to buy things from you. And a lot of companies that do direct sales, they have you purchase products up front. So you're having to purchase large amounts of products up front, and then you have that month to sell all those items, and whatever you don't sell, you're basically stuck with that, or you lose, and then it just starts to accumulate. And that to me is just that's just pressure upon pressure and added stress, as opposed to what I'm trying to do is find something that's more of an outlet and not so stressful for me. That's what I'm looking for, something that I enjoy. And that did not appeal to me. And I was looking at dabbling in chickens. That's where I was going. I was going down the chicken path and thinking about little baby goats and things like that. And then this whole thing with Lynsie just kind of fell into my lap, and it was just perfect timing for me. I think the reasons behind doing something like Limelight can be, there's a whole plethora of reasons you might want to do something like this, but for me in particular, it was just looking for something new, something challenging to add a little bit of fun and spice to my life, and it has done all of those things. I have enjoyed every bit of it, and there's no pressure added because with this, the way this is set up, you don't buy products up front. You don't get stuck having to try to beat yourself to death all month long to sell product that you've already purchased. You basically do it at your own pace. You do what you want to do. Your degree of success with this company is completely up to you and how much time and effort you want to put into it. So there's no stress about it, you know.
Yeah.
That's what it's been for me.
And I think, I mean, I'm with you. So I had never before this really thought about doing direct sales. And really, like, nothing against direct sales. I mean, I buy from a lot of people, but I just really hadn't never really considered it for myself. And for a lot of really the same reasons that you said. So just kind of those horror stories about all those products that you have to buy up front, and that basically there really wasn't any money in it unless you were at the very, very tip top. You know, like those horror stories of people who had joined and they ended up basically spending more money than they made.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then also just a lot of stuff about like competition with it, and it just didn't really seem like this type of environment that was like supportive of each other and stuff like that. It was like, I felt like it was like very kind of a competitive environment, which is really not what I need.
Yeah.
My day job is competitive. Well, not necessarily competitive, but it is challenging enough, you know?
It's stressful. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I really had never thought about direct sales either. But like you, like I was kind of looking for something and not necessarily, you know, like when you get to like my stage in my life where I've got 2 young kids, I've got a full-time job, like finding social circles and finding people that you kind of interact with and stuff like that is really, really hard. And you find yourself not feeling like you have, not that you don't have friends, but you just don't feel like you're really so much as you had before. And so for me, I was just kind of looking for something that I could interact with people more, have a good time, and again, just give me like another outlet so that my whole life wasn't necessarily like my day job, you know? And, you know, for me, I signed up under Holly, and I started watching Holly and watching what she was doing very early, and I just loved it. Like, everything that I saw that she was doing was what I wanted. You know, like she looked like she was going live. She was having fun whenever she was going live. She was interacting with people on lives and talking to them. And she and I kind of struck up this kind of Facebook Messenger. Like I would message her about different stuff. I mean, I was trying the products and that kind of thing as well. But it just was kind of like, oh wow, all of this stuff that I've sort of been looking for, Holly has, you know. So I
Yeah.
started talking to her more, and then I'm a numbers girl, so especially, you know, I talked to her about a lot of the stuff that I kind of thought that me and you have talked about with direct sales, and found out that really Limelight wasn't like that. And
Right.
and that's when I was kind of like, okay, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to figure this out, and I'm going to do it, because let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. If I can get some of that interaction and some of that kind of fun that it looked like that she was getting out of it, then that's what I wanted. And that's
Exactly. And a little bit of, you know, the extra added income is not hurtful either. You know, that's kind of fun too.
Oh yeah, the extra income's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. Definitely.
Yeah. So I am, Kelsey says that we're hashtag boss babes. Hey, Kelsey.
That we are. That we are.
We try.
No,
Really
but you did hit on one thing that I didn't mention a while ago, and you were just talking about it, and it was a very good point. Because when I first joined too, even though when I joined, I didn't think it was going to be a stressful, you know, environment. I still was a little bit worried about how I would do because it is direct sales, and I wasn't sure how to even go about doing this, you know. And they do have a wonderful, wonderful program. I mean, the whole thing behind Limelight is being a team member and everybody helping each other and supporting each other. And when you get on the other in the little groups in the chat rooms with everybody, all the support that you get from the other girls who are doing this, I mean, you can really tell that they want you to succeed. Everybody wants to help each other. Everybody loves helping each other. You make friends so quickly with this company. It's phenomenal. I love that about it. And you can, like, there's so many resources to go to on their website for members to, you know, watch videos and training videos and things like that. So any question that you have, you can pretty much find the answer either in a chat room with one of the girls or in the green room. So it's pretty amazing, really.
Yeah, I agree. And hey, Jerry Ann. Angie can't see comments, so I'm having.
It's not. I don't see any of them. It's not showing up on my screen at all, so I don't know who's on there. So hey, everybody.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, what I said about it being like this competitive environment is the exact opposite of what I've experienced. Like, this honestly feels like the environment where everybody is cheering you on. You know, like if you add a team member or you get a certain number of sales, I mean, people are cheering you on constantly for it, and there's none of that like competitive vibe. Like, you're looking at somebody and you're feeling kind of that like mean girl type of thing.
Yeah, there's none of that.
None of that. Like,
really
it's completely kind of against the I mean, it's against the culture, and they do a really, really good job of making sure that and not really making sure, it's just you kind of join on and you know that's what you're doing. You're cheering each other on, you're cheering each other's successes, and you're helping each other get there.
Well, it's fun to see somebody else succeed because it lets you know it can be done.
Yeah.
So when I see someone else hit that next level or do something that's amazing, I'm like, oh, if she can do that, I can do that. And you want to see each other do that. It's just, it's a fun feeling, you know. There's no competition at all.
Yeah, I completely agree. And for anybody who knows me and Angie personally, you know that we are we're driven kind of people.
We are.
And if I can see you do it, then that means that I can do it. Like, or at least I'm going to give 110%
to get there. Yes.
You know, so I agree. So like seeing people kind of that are succeeding, you're going, oh, I can do that. Watch me. So Jerry Ann says truth. So Jerry Ann is on our team as well. So yeah. The other thing that we wanted to talk about that Angie just kind of talked about just a little bit is like the training aspect of it. So, you know, for me and for Angie, or Angie and I, however that's the right way to say, people out there, you know, we'd never done direct sales before. So like when I was signing up to this, hey Heather, when I was signing up, I had no idea. Like, I'm talking about you're walking into a dark room saying, okay, I want to get to the next place, and having no light in there whatsoever. You don't know where you're going. And it was to me, it was amazing, all of the resources and the training and everything that's there in order to help light the path and get you where
yes, definitely. Yeah. I mean, there was so much training material there and so much to help you through it. So there was never a moment where I felt like I was at a stumbling block or hitting a wall. Every time there was a question, there was somewhere to find the answer or someone to help you. So
Right. And like Angie said, there was either some type of training type of video that you could look at. There's other beauty guides that you can ask questions to. Just a ton of resources to kind of help you figure it out. Your upline, Holly has been great for me. Hopefully I've been pretty good for Angie, even though we've been
fantastic. Yes.
But I felt like that the training aspect of it was more than I was expecting. Like,
yeah.
I've seen other people talk about when they joined direct sales, they just felt like that they were just kind of swimming out there by themselves and didn't know what to do or where to go. And that has been the exact opposite thing I've experienced here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the training has been very good. And I can tell you, my mama says that you can always ask your mother. And the other thing is, hey, Wendy, and y'all, I'm sorry. I know it's not looking right. Anyway. I find myself, so I try to, like walk or whatever, like every night, I'm trying to lose weight like always. It's just a constant battle. But I know that recently, like what I do is I put my earbuds in and I'm listening to training videos and that kind of things, like while I'm working out. Because there's always something, there's always some kind of like new information or somebody else who is giving out information for you to kind of learn from. So it's been really nice.
Right.
Definitely. So
I'm getting feedback and glitch for some reason. I'm sorry. Like I'm hearing you say something after you're saying it, so I'm kind of not able to flow in with you very well.
Oh, sorry.
Something's wrong on my end. I don't know what it is. Like, and your face says live at the top, and mine doesn't say live. So apparently I'm not live.
Well, you're live to me. Y'all let
Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm live on mine or not. Maybe it's not showing up on mine.
Talking to myself.
Yes. No, but it has. And how long? When did you join? Like I joined back in April, and so it's only been like 3 months for me, and I already feel so comfortable with it and so at ease with what's going on. I've already got a flow and a rhythm. It didn't take long at all to get into the rhythm and to already start, seeing some income coming in and enjoying that already. It didn't take long at all to do that, and I'm not having to beg my friends. I'm not, and I hope they don't think I'm doing that. I'm not. I do tell people that I'm doing it so they know that I'm doing it, but I do not call my friends and beg them to buy. I don't expect people in my family to have to do anything like that. The products pretty much sell themselves because once somebody, sees how happy we are with them, they want to try it. And once they try them, they love them. I mean, they love it. It's so easy to sell. So it's a very easy company to work for because the products are so good.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Love the skincare.
I started in January, and to talk about the commission has been crazy. It was not at all what I was kind of expecting. I really didn't know what to expect. I mean,
I didn't either.
I was excited about thinking that I was going to make some extra money, but I really didn't know like how much extra money I was actually going to make. And it has been nice to say.
Definitely. I was very surprised by that part, really.
Yeah,
because that wasn't the main reason I was doing this.
The products sell themselves. I mean, they're great. Like,
yeah.
There's not been, begging and asking and that kind of thing. And like once somebody kind of tries them, they love them. So there's not been that. Right. So having to really make yourself feel like you're bugging somebody or something like that, like you're really just kind of sharing it. And for me, I mean, it's just people coming to me and saying, hey, I saw something that you talked about on a video, or I saw something you put up and I'm just interested in it. So it's not really been a whole lot of me like reaching out to other people and saying, oh, please try this product for me, So it's
exactly. Really, I mean, that's the whole thing. It is like. Oh, sorry. Did you finish? Okay.
We both like to talk.
Okay. We do. That was the whole thing about this for us for tonight, was wanting to share the opportunity with everybody out there. It wasn't so much about saying, please join our team, please join. It's about trying to, not that we would mind if you join the team, we would like that as well, but it's about the fact that we wanted you to know what an opportunity it really is and how many different kinds of people would really enjoy doing this. I think a lot of people rule out stuff. I would have ruled this out a year ago. I never would have considered this. Yeah. And like you and I were talking about earlier, you didn't ask me to do this. I came to you about it. And you would never had any idea that I would have even wanted to do it. because it didn't seem like something I would have been interested in. You didn't know at what place I was at in my life or what I was interested in at this moment. You had no idea I was at a point where I was ready to do something a little bit different than what I was doing. So we just kind of really wanted to get on here tonight to say, if you're thinking at all about trying something fun or trying something different, or you want a new challenge, or for whatever reason, if you're doing a little bit of side money, you should really think about doing this. It's such a great opportunity. There's just no negative here. Once you sign on, there's just no pressure. There's no way to really lose. There's really not. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, because and me and Angie were talking, kind of prepping for this a little bit, and yeah, I mean, a year ago, direct sales were not really on my forefront. I knew there was something I kind of wanted to do, like Angie was saying, but this really wasn't what I thought. And it has just been a completely different experience than I thought that it was going to be. So I think a lot of people have things in their minds about direct sales, like some negative things. And I just haven't experienced really any of that. I've experienced actually the exact opposite of it. And like Angie said, like, I had no idea. Angie came to me. She was one of my very first customers. And she came to me, and, you know, I talked to her about things that were going on because she and I would, you know, talk outside of work and that kind of thing. And we talked about stuff, but it had never even crossed my mind that, hey, like, this would be something that she wanted to do. And it ended up being something that she wanted to do, and she's doing a really, really great job at it. So it's really nice. And one thing I was thinking about is, you know, like with my job now, I recruit people. I recruit pharmacists to come work for us. And I talk to them about the opportunities that our company has, how we can help benefit somebody, get them to the place in their career that they want to be. And all of those things I mean wholeheartedly whenever I'm talking to new graduates or already licensed pharmacists. And that's one of the things with this is that I really am being truthful when I say that I'm having a great time. The extra money that I'm making is really, really nice. And I see a future here. I mean, I see a vision here, considering where we know that the company is, the amount of beauty guides that there are, and just the number of people that still are out there that don't know anything about Limelight by Alcon, you know? And so you know, a lot of people talk about, you know, you got to get people on your team. You got to keep kind of pushing and recruiting and that kind of thing. And yes, in a way, I mean, that's what you're trying to do. You are trying to get people on your team, but that's what I'm doing on my day job too, you know? And if I can get somebody on my team on my day job who does really well, and they're an excellent pharmacist, and they run a really, really great store, it's going to benefit me, but it benefits them as well. Like, the benefit that they have is there as well. And that's honestly how I feel about this. You know, the opportunity is there, and it can really be, you know, if you're looking for financial, if you're looking for just kind of an outlet, which is what you and I were sort of looking for, that opportunity really exists. And so I don't mind talking to somebody about it, because I truly believe in it and what I'm talking to them about. Is Angie there?
Yes, but I think I'm getting ready to lose you. Are you there? Oh boy.
Yes.
I'm losing you now. Like, you're not moving at all. You're totally frozen on my screen now.
You're kind of frozen on mine too.
Oh no. Yeah. It's our first try.
Oops.
We got to figure this out.
So, I guess just to kind of wrap
I think
it
we're
up,
going to have to
what
say
are
bye.
some of the thoughts that you have? Do what? Oh, this is an awkward moment.
Are you speaking? I can't. Yeah, I can't hear you. Not getting anything now. Lynsie, we're going to have to probably say bye.
Talk. We're getting a thumbs up from somebody for the awkwardness that is. Right? Oh, now you're really clear right now.
Everyone who's watching is just seeing us sit here like news commentators staring at each other with, you know, no idea who's saying what. So I don't know where we are with this, but I think we're probably going to end up losing each other. So for me, just in closing, I guess, I just wanted to make sure that I made it clear that this was all about the opportunity that Limelight is and how wonderful a company it is to work for and how the whole stigma of direct sales does not apply at all with this whole situation. You pay your upfront fee to get your first starter kit, and that is pretty much it. After that, it's all gravy. It's all fun. It's all making new friends. It's all being supported and being boosted by other women who have like goals like you and shared dreams, and it's just a lot of fun to boost each other along because we're all working towards the same goal, and it's just so much fun. It's a great camaraderie thing. It's a great way to meet new people, and anyway, so it's something that you really want to think about if you're looking at doing something different. That's pretty much what it is for me. So,
all right, and I completely agree. I mean, I think why we said, just like Angie said, the reason that we got on here is that we are two pharmacists, career pharmacists. We've done this our whole entire lives, who had never really considered direct sales before. We had heard negative, but not necessarily because we had negative thoughts about direct sales. It just wasn't really something that we had considered before. And we just really wanted to share with y'all what our experience was, how this has really kind of changed a lot of our mindset about direct sales, and how we kind of recognize really what an opportunity it is, what it's doing for us, and what an opportunity it can be for somebody else.
Right.
And, we just felt like it was really important to kind of say, hey, this is what we thought, which is probably what a lot of other people think too, and that for us, it hasn't done that. And really, besides the paycheck and the extra commission that I'm getting every single month, really the friendships and the commodity, I can't even say that word right now.
Camaraderie, yeah, that word, yeah.
Yeah. That we've gotten out of it, and just the fun. It's fun. It's something totally different, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, going live, I had never gone live before. I have a YouTube page. Me and Angie both have screens behind us and ring lights, which is none of any of that do you absolutely have to have, but this is our personality, and therefore this is what we did. Just something completely different than we experience at kind of the pharmacy from day to day. So we love our day jobs, have a really good time, but we are having a lot of fun doing this too. And we just wanted to get on and talk to everyone about that as well. So,
but because we love to talk so much, so
yes, we do. Can you imagine me and her in a meeting? Like nobody wants to talk. Yes, and there's a few people who work with us who can totally tell you that trying to get a word in edgewise with me and her doesn't happen. You might as well sit down and listen. But anyway, I think that's probably about all. If y'all have any questions or anything, Crystal
Which Crystal?
Got something to say.
Is it my Crystal?
Yeah.
See, I can't see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her to call me.
All right. Anyway, y'all, thanks so much for hopping on.
Thank you.
And for helping us kind of do this dual live. It's been fun. Appreciate it. And y'all have a great night and a very happy Friday.
Bye.
Bye.